Hello and welcome to installment of Lolcow Pod. Welcome. The first one we got is let me see. Lolcow Games posted on Twitter that Palm Luxury we executed awards on CC Martin in GTA Online. A sub out in the US. Experience in all new action-packed adventure along with new vehicles, the return of a familiar face, and much more. Wow. Oh, cool. And we come and see Simon's. So, that'd be neat. This one this one is about Netflix to acquire Warner Brothers CEO in streaming business for $82 billion, like KT5.
Streaming giant Netflix has announced plans to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery's century-old studio.
This deal is something the entertainment industry has never seen before, and it came after an intense bidding war among major studios. KTLA's Rachel Minitoff joins us live from outside Netflix in Hollywood with reaction to the stunning news. Rachel.
John Kareen, it's not an exaggeration to say this could completely change the entertainment industry. Netflix is the largest streaming platform in the world, attempting to take over the largest TV and film studio.
Two of Hollywood's biggest players in film and TV could be under one roof after a weeks-long bidding war with competitors like Paramount, Skydance, and Comcast, all vying for a piece of Warner Brothers studio and streaming. Netflix won out to the tune of $82 billion. This is going to give them an entire studio in which to play. They're also going to be getting HBO and HBO Max, the third largest streaming service. Senior editor at The Hollywood Reporter, Alex Weprin, says the main advantage for the streaming giant is going to be the WB's IP, its intellectual property.
Here, they're getting 100 years of intellectual property, from all the DC Comics characters to The Wizard of Oz to Harry Potter to Friends. And that's something that they can deploy and use in ways that we can't even think about today.
Weprin says regulators will probably be looking closely at this one, given the amount of consolidation.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Deal that I think is going to draw a lot of scrutiny, and there's a good chance it doesn't actually close.
And many Hollywood unions representing directors, writers, and producers are pushing back on it. The president of Cinema United says the negative impact of this acquisition will impact theaters, big and small. And the Directors Guild outlined its plans to meet with Netflix to outline its concerns and better understand their vision for the future of the company. Netflix, though, has promised to keep theater releases for Warner's studio
What's that
films.
thing, Billy?
Anytime there's consolidation in an industry, what that means is that industry has more bargaining power than organized labor. They might need to work out some deals in here whereby existing contracts will be extended or something else that'll sweeten it for the unions.
And so what does this mean for you, the consumer? Well, nothing right away, but eventually the general rule of thumb is anytime competition goes down, prices likely go up.
And keep in mind, this deal isn't going to happen overnight. It has to clear antitrust regulators in the U.S. and abroad. It has to be approved by shareholders. And the WB still has to separate from its Discovery global networks like CNN and TNT. That's the very latest from Hollywood. I'm Rachel Menitoff. John, Karine, back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you.
Wow. This is why do you hate what the Netflix bosses want to bother me for videos?
This week, old Hollywood was folded into new with the announcement that Warner Brothers, the movie studio that a century ago added sound to film in the first talking pictures, will be purchased by Netflix, the revolutionary company that has led the streaming of entertainment directly into our homes. The consolidation of two behemoths may be good for business, but some producers and politicians are not as excited about the deal. NBC News entertainment correspondent Chloe Melas has more in our Sunday Focus.
Lights, camera, transaction. From its early days of shipping DVD rentals in those signature red envelopes to a company now in the spotlight for its leading role in a major blockbuster deal.
This is a rare opportunity that's going to help us achieve our mission to entertain the world and to bring people together through great stories.
Yeah.
Netflix announcing plans to buy Warner Brothers for nearly $83 billion, uniting the world's largest streaming service behind originals like Squid Game and K-pop Demon Hunters. With a storied TV and film studio behind classics like Rebel Without a Cause.
I thought only punks fought with knives.
Modern franchises including Harry Potter.
You're a wizard, Harry.
And the superheroes of the DC universe.
Drop the gun.
You just take off your little mask and show us all who you really are.
In a merger that could turn the entertainment industry upside down.
We stay true to ourselves.
Netflix would also take over HBO and HBO Max, both owned by Warner Brothers Discovery and responsible for another collection of popular titles.
I am most certainly not disgruntled.
You sure about that, Larry?
Yeah, I'm sure.
If approved by federal regulators, the combination of the two Hollywood heavyweights would likely flip the script on the show business landscape, leaving many wondering about its potential impact on viewers.
We've already seen with the Skydance acquisition of Paramount, thousands of jobs eliminated. And there are two ways that companies help pay for a merger of this scale. One is by eliminating jobs, and one is by raising prices. So the first is bad news for people who work in Hollywood, and the second is potentially bad news for consumers.
While Netflix says the deal will benefit subscribers, the company also attempting to ease industry concerns that it'll prioritize streaming distribution over theatrical releases.
It's not like we have this opposition to movies in the theaters. My pushback has been mostly in the fact of the long exclusive windows, which we don't really think are that consumer friendly.
But top Hollywood associations raising concerns. The Writers Guild calling for the deal to be blocked, saying it would worsen conditions for all entertainment workers.
Really?
While the Directors Guild has pledged to meet with Netflix. The merger also drawing political ire. Democratic Senator Elizabeth Warren calling it an anti-monopoly nightmare, and Republican Senator Mike Lee saying the deal should send alarm to antitrust enforcers around the world. The deal now facing several regulatory hurdles before finding out if it will end up with a true Hollywood happy ending.
And Chloe joins me now live. Chloe, great to see you. Good morning. First of all, thank you for getting my curb appearance in your piece. That was the peak of my career. I appreciate that. But you did mention that growing list of writers and directors, presumably actors as well, are not happy about this deal. So what are their concerns?
Willie, that's right. The Writers Guild coming out perhaps with the strongest statement against the deal, saying that Netflix is, quote, swallowing one of its biggest competitors, and that this is what antitrust laws were designed to prevent. SAG, the guild that represents actors in Hollywood, saying that this all raises many serious questions on the impact on the livelihoods and careers that depend on it. And one of the actors who is raising their voice on the issue is Jane Fonda, who called it alarming. And like I said in my piece, the Directors Guild saying that they're going to be meeting with Netflix in person to voice their concerns. The bottom line, it's clear that many in Hollywood are worried that this means with less competition, fewer jobs, lower wages, and for viewers at home, it could mean less choice and higher prices. Willie?
Oh, really?
It is complicated, and as you also point out, there are big regulatory hurdles still ahead. Fascinating look at this story. Chloe, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
This one is Hollywood Union oppose Netflix Warner Brothers deal is why by NBC Los Angeles. Like.
Good evening once again, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Kathy Barra, in tonight for Michael. Well, the world's biggest streamer agreed to buy one of Hollywood's oldest studios for nearly $83 million. And while the bidding war may be over, the regulatory battle is just beginning.
Hollywood has plenty to say about this potential deal. And now the question is, how is this going to impact those who work in the entertainment industry and consumers as well?
NBC4's Carmen Dickerson live in Burbank now with help. Everyone's responding. Karma.
Yes, we spent some time talking to people on the ground, and they all really just told us that this could be significantly impactful, but at this point, they're not sure how. We know hundreds of thousands of people in our area, whose lives and livelihoods depend on how maybe in some cases this turns out.
When two entertainment giants converge, where does that leave the people who power the entertainment capital of the world?
What do you think it means for people?
That's in the air. Nearly everyone we spoke to today in Toluca Lake had already heard Netflix plans to buy Warner Brothers.
My first reaction was, I don't like that there's going to be big companies owning so much.
Some were initially wary.
I'd have to know more about what Netflix plans to do with it, because I would definitely have concerns. But overall, I don't love the consolidation of media companies like this.
Others cautiously optimistic.
I do think it's beneficial. Yeah, I wish them all luck.
Kelly Esposo tells me she worked at Warner Brothers for 30 years and has a positive view of Netflix and Warner Brothers.
What would you like to see come out of this? What do you think would be like an ideal result?
Well, ideally, we need more jobs. So if any rather than downsizing, if we could create more jobs out, it would be wonderful.
So do you think this kind of acquisition makes it more or less likely that there'll be more jobs?
That's a good one. I really don't know.
Cameron Chapman works in video game development. He worries having fewer media companies greenlighting projects means fewer opportunities for creators and less variety in the productions that get made.
Before, you could go to Warner Brothers, and if they didn't like you, you could go to Netflix. You could go to different places. If they're all owned by more and more companies, you don't have room to spread your idea.
True.
And while this has not been approved by federal regulators at this point, people in the industry, organizations within the industry are weighing in. We want to read you some of the statements that have been put out by various unions and guilds at this point. This one from the Producers Guild of America saying, in part, producers are rightfully concerned about Netflix's intended acquisitions of one of our industry's most storied and meaningful studios. That statement went on to say, our legacy studios are more than just content libraries. Within their walls are the character and culture of our nation. This message from SAG, the potential Netflix Warner Brothers transaction is a consolidation that may serve the financial interests of shareholders of both companies, but which raises many serious questions about its impact on the future of the entertainment industry, and especially the human creative talent whose livelihoods and careers depend on it.
Yeah.
And then this one from the Cinema United president. Now, this is an organization that represents movie theaters. The negative impact of this acquisition will impact theaters from the biggest circuits to one-screen independents in small towns in the United States and around the world. And it went on to say Netflix success is television, not movies on the big screen. A lot of people that we talk to are really in wait-and-see mode.
So the deal we include HBO, DC, HBO Max, WB Animation, Newland Cinema. We do not include CNN, Discovery, TNT, True TV, TNT Sport, TBS, and ATTV.
Reporting from Burbank, Karma Dickerson, NBC4 News.
All right, Karma, thank you for that. Now, if approved, the acquisition would expand Netflix's extensive content library, but the streaming giant wouldn't get Warner Brothers' entire catalog. In fact, the deal does not include HGTV, TLC, TBS, and TNT Sports. We will continue to follow the impact of this deal throughout the evening. Coming up tonight at 5:30, we're going to talk with an entertainment expert about the possible cost to consumers.
No, this one say Netflix no on Cartoon Network, but still on Tunes. I wonder what it's about.
Cartoon Network is now officially owned by Netflix. Well, kind of. Over the last few months, there's been a bidding war to buy Warner Bros. As after they did another merger to acquire AT&T's Warner Media assets, such as HBO, Warner Bros. Pictures, CNN, the Discovery Channel, and more, they more or less went in debt. And so companies such as Universal, Paramount, and Comcast all put in a bid to buy Warner Bros. But the official winner of the bid is none other than Netflix, with them buying Warner and all of their assets for $82.7 billion, meaning that they now own some of the world's biggest franchises, such as Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Game of Thrones, but then as well as all of Cartoon Network. And on top of that, also Adult Swim, now owning shows such as Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, The Jetsons, The Flintstones, Johnny Bravo, Courage the Cowardly Dog, the Powerpuff Girls, Adventure Time, Fiona and Cake, Smiling Friends, Rick and Morty, The Boondocks, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Samurai Jack, and much, much more. But now the question is asked, what does this mean for Cartoon Network or even for Adult Swim? Well, Netflix can now put Cartoon Network and Adult Swim's catalog on Netflix, but now it's also going to be even harder for Cartoon Network and Adult Swim to license new seasons of their ongoing shows or new shows in general, as it was already an issue with the initial merger of Warner and HBO, as that was the cause of many shows that deserved getting more seasons getting canceled, and even for a lot of Cartoon Network's most popular IPs to be taken off the platform entirely, which also caused more or less the death of Cartoon Network for a while, and still to this day kind of, with now their own only shows currently airing being Fiona and Cake Season 2, Yanu, and Teen Titans Go. It could be a huge win, as Netflix could potentially try to acquire all of Cartoon Network and Adult Swim properties and actually invest in their series and animation overall, but it could also definitely lead to more shows being canceled or just discontinued, with them not caring for animation and way more about reality TV and live action series, just like good old David Zaslav, who was the cause of the initial Warner merger and now, of course, is super hyped about this, which, yeah, just is not a good sign if I'm being honest. Hopefully this merger does end up being a good thing, but all we can do is keep our fingers crossed. But nonetheless, that's going to be the end of the video, so drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next one, whenever that is.
This one is 7 Brew Holiday Menu 2025 Review Santa's Cookie Mocha and Pecan Pie BOEVE by the Sunset. So, like,
Yeehaw! Welcome back to the Certain Snack, where life is too short to be serious. Man, everybody wants coffee this morning, whether they're at 7 Brew or Starbucks. It ain't making much sense. It's a Tuesday before Thanksgiving that I'm recording this. Why is everybody going crazy over coffee today? I don't know. But anyways, got a couple new to me holiday drinks from 7 Brew. They've got 6 featured in the holiday lineup, but of course, Candy Cane every year. We've tried it. Creme Brulee, we tried it with the fall menu like last year. You've got 2 like fizzy drinks. One's like a holiday punch, and the other's a frost fizz or something. Tried those. One's like blue raspberry and vanilla, which is like a lot of places like to do that for the winter. Some do good, some don't. I don't think Scooter's was all that. But holiday punch. Oh, Scooter's line has died down. That's surprising because usually it's like bam, bam, bam. And now Starbucks line is just insane. But holiday punch, I think that's pretty solid. So I mean the reviews are out there. Just look into it. And outside of that, we've got 2 drinks. One I know the name of, the other will hit me in the head soon. Oh, I've got them though. Pecan pie, breve, and
pecan pie.
Santa's cookie mocha. Now, Santa's cookie mocha, unless it has chocolate in it, really threw me off. Like it does have chocolate.
Santa cookie mocha. What?
It threw me off by the name. Like there's white chocolate, almond, vanilla, and I guess there's mocha. So I guess there's chocolate mocha. So we'll see how this turns out without brown sugar. I don't know how this is supposed to be Santa's cookie without brown sugar, but here we are. It's pretty good.
Be good. Mm.
It is like a buttery cookie with chocolate mixed in. I don't know. It's just mostly like you get chocolate, you get some almond. It's not really piecing together like a cookie jar by any means, but I'm gonna say 7. It's solid. Far from my favorite, but you know, I was gonna say maybe it reminds me of like a crumble sugar cookie with
pecan
chocolate
pie.
icing instead. That would be interesting. Like if they
Isn't it?
took their almond extract sugar cookie and they mixed chocolate into the frosting, I think a lot of people would be intrigued, but they've never thought of doing that. But I don't think it's rich enough to do that. So, but it's got elements like that. So, anyways, 7 out of 10. All right, pecan pie. How do you make pecan pie without pecan syrup? I don't know. I have no clue. But they're gonna try it. Salted caramel, almond, one other flavor. I don't know what it was, but somehow they think that this is gonna make pecan pie. It's pretty close.
Pretty close. Isn't it?
Kind of heavy on the cream here. People don't know how to drive.
True.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, it does taste like pecan pie filling, right? Just light, just not heavy enough. I'll give this a 7 as well. But it's impressive how you can make it taste like pecan pie with no pecan. That's very interesting. I think just any type of nut can kind of drive it to be similar at the very least. So, anyways, that is the 2 new 7 Brew holiday drinks. I don't know. Now I haven't seen eggnog is back, so maybe that's coming down the ropes. Maybe that's December. They like to bring it back, so I wouldn't be surprised. Keep your eyes out for that. I don't think the holiday fun is done yet. We'll know December 1st. Other than that, I'll see y'all around.
This one is Sweet for X Chocolate Express for 14 yogurt review by Dustin Snack. Like,
Yeah! Welcome back to the Southern Snack. My life is too short to be serious. All right, folks, we're at Sweet Frog trying the Polar Express hot cocoa flavor.
Polar Express hot cocoa.
All right, so I threw some marshmallows in there for some decor, to be decorative, but obviously we're here for the ice cream. The froyo. Very chocolatey. I do get those notes of cocoa, but also very sweet. Surprising. Because they can really be on point with these flavors. And again, while I do get cocoa, I feel like I get their regular chocolate in there too.
Really?
But I just want more central on the cocoa. It's good though. It tastes very good. Let's get a little bit of marshmallow in there. I think marshmallows add to the experience. We gotta add some marshmallows. Come on. Cocoa without marshmallow. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Are you crazy for Cocoa Puffs? I'll give it 8.5. It's really good. I mean, again, very chocolatey. It does have that.
Really?
Cocoa, the iconic cocoa taste that you get with any hot cocoa. I just, again, maybe being nitpicky. I think it definitely tastes like their regular chocolate with the addition of cocoa flavor. So, anyways, 8.5. Polar Express. Are you gonna watch it this year? Other than that, I'll see y'all around.
Wow. So I think I'm in stream you, so drop a like a flag and comment below if you want to see more stream like this. And you think we back to local Webber. And welcome back, Casey. So say and it said welcome back, Casey. So yep, the video back is let me see. The video back is in, so I'm out. Bye. Go and take a local Webber. Go on, go on, kid. Come on. Go watch local Webber.